Good Sunday morning, friends. I decided today would be a great day to vlog. We are going to do some hiking today, so I thought I would take you along and kind of have a lazy day. We went to church last night. Joys of being Catholic, you can go Saturday night to Mass, because hubby had to sing solo. And we had a kind of a lazy morning. I'm working on a collaboration video. Amanda Lewis and I are co-hosting a breakfast brunch collab. So I needed to work on my recipe a little bit, one that I created. So I was doing that this morning and it was absolutely delicious. I cannot wait to share it with you. It's definitely a, I don't want to say indulgent because it was surprisingly very low in points. I'm making some Canadian bacon here, sorry. So can't wait to share it with you. That upload will be July 2nd. And now we are just finishing up. I've got to clean up the kitchen. It looks like a bomb went off because that's how I cook. And we are going to get dressed and we are going to go for a hike. Unfortunately, the boys are not with us. They are getting lake certified for lifeguarding today. We have a lake in our town where people have parties. And there are no lifeguards. And they can't swim if there's not a lifeguard. And you must be open water certified. So my older son was open water certified. He's recertifying. My younger son is getting certified for the first time. So that's great because that's extra jobs for them and it pays really well. So they're off. They left at 7:15 this morning and I'm sure that lake water is freezing cold where they are. But they're getting lake certified this morning. So hubby and I are going to go on a hike and then meet back up with them this afternoon and just kind of hang out together and barbecue for dinner. So that sounds good. Went to the butcher yesterday and got beautiful filet mignons and shrimp. So we're going to do a whole surf and turf on the grill, picking some vegetables from our garden. We picked our first zucchini, so we're going to grill those up. And it's going to be a great day, I hope. So that's it. I am going to have my breakfast, get dressed, and then we will be on our hike. So I will be happy to take you along with me. So for our my collaboration video, I am making a fruit and cream crepe. And I did make some of those this morning and we tried them. And they're absolutely delicious, but they're definitely more of like a breakfast desserty type brunch thing. You need something else with it. And since we're going on a hike, and we'll probably hike between 5 and 7 miles, we needed some protein. So I just whipped up some eggs and some Canadian bacon, and that is what I'm having for breakfast, along with the crepes that I had. So we probably won't be eating lunch because we'll be out. So hopefully point-wise, it'll all work out for me. Okay, we are at our hiking destination. It is a place that's about 20 minutes from our house called Ridley Creek State Park over in Pennsylvania. It's one of our favorite places to hike. And we are going to be doing the White Trail, which is a 4.3 mile loop. And then if time permits, we will jump on and do another one of the trails, one of the shorter trails, like a 2 or 3 mile trail. We have to see what time it is when we get done this one. A lot of people have the exact same idea as us. It's pretty crowded around here. So we are going to get going, get to the trailhead, and start our hike. I will show you how beautiful this place is. Here we are at the start of the trailhead. It is absolutely beautiful here. This is one of our favorite places to hike. It's not too rough, but rough enough that you're just not walking on a paved path. You know, it gets denser the further we go in, and we will come across the creek, which the park is named for, Ridley Creek. And that's my favorite part, is walking around down by the water. Normally, if we come later, we pack a lunch, and there's usually like logs and stuff down near the water where we can sit and have lunch. But today, we are not doing that because we had such a massive breakfast and have an awesome dinner planned. So we are just going to hike, go home, and do all that fun stuff. When we get down to the water, I will show you how beautiful that is. So here we are. We made it down along the water. This is my favorite place to walk because you can hear the water running and it's just so pretty. We have yet to come across any little woodland creatures, which is fine with me. I don't mind the cute little furry ones, but I don't like the ones that slither along the ground because they scare the bejeebies out of me. And now it's starting to rain. Just our luck. Hopefully all the canopy of the trees will keep us somewhat dry. We are exactly halfway through the hike. We're at about 2.2 miles on this trail, and it's raining pretty good now. But luckily it's not storming, and the tree cover, which, you know, it's pretty dense, is keeping us relatively dry. So not too bad at all. Even though, you know, my brand of people tend to melt when they get wet, if you catch my drift. But that's okay, I'll be fine. Okay, we are done. We hiked for about, I don't know, an hour and 53 minutes, just about 5 miles. I got to do a little trail running in there, which was awesome. I haven't run on a trail in, I can't even tell you the last time, so that was good. But we did get separated a little bit and had to backtrack. So, good hike, good run, lots of calories burned. Now it's time to go home and get some food cooking because I've got meal prep and dinner time to worry about. Okay, we are back from our hike. Cleaned up a little bit, not a whole lot, I haven't showered yet. And now I am going to get started on those key lime cheesecakes. So let's turn you around and I will show you how I'm going to make them. Okay, we are going to get started on the mini lime cheesecakes. And this was from the back of the weekly reader card that we got at our meeting. These are 6 points each. I'm gonna tweak it and get them down to 2 points because A, I don't have 6 points left for dessert for today, and B, 6 points is too much to use on dessert for me personally. So I'm gonna make some modifications just to bring the points down. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I have 1/3 cup of graham cracker crumbs and 1 teaspoon of melted light butter. That's the first thing I changed. It called for 1 teaspoon of regular unsalted butter, but I'm just using the light butter and then a dash of salt. I'm gonna mix that together. It's really not that much butter for all these crumbs, but it'll be fine. And then what you're gonna do, once that is mixed well, we're gonna put about a tablespoon of crumbs in each of the cupcake liners. Now it just says to use cupcake liners. I'm choosing to use my little silicone cupcake liners. And I did spray them with non-stick spray just because I'm afraid that these are gonna stick. So I'm gonna take about a tablespoon in each one. There's an awful lot left over. So since it's already pointed out, we will use it. And I'm just going to take the back of a spoon and kind of press it down. Actually, I think I'm going to use my fingers to press it down. Oh, by the way, I have the oven preheated to 325 degrees. So we are going to put this in the oven. And bake it for 5 minutes at 325. And while that's baking, we are going to get started on the filling. So there you have it. I'm going to get this in the oven and we'll get started right on the filling. Okay, so now we're going to get started on our filling. This is another one of the adjustments I made. It calls for 4 ounces of low-fat cream cheese. I have 4 ounces of fat-free cream cheese. And then to that, I do not have a spatula. Real life here, guys. Dirty in the dishwasher. Okay, to that, we're going to add 1/3 cup plus 1 tablespoon of fat-free Greek yogurt. We are going to add, it calls for 1/3 cup of sugar. I was going to use 1/3 cup, of Swerve. I am out of it. So this is 1/3 cup of the baking stevia. Then we're going to add 1 egg. We're going to add 2½ teaspoons of fresh squeezed lime juice from key limes. I was shocked that Walmart actually had key limes. Then we are going to add 2 teaspoons of lime zest. I'm going to reserve a little, this is a little more than 2 teaspoons. I'm going to reserve a little of it for garnish. And then we're going to just beat it with an electric mixer. Probably should have got my KitchenAid out and used the whisk attachment to really aerate it, but I was being lazy. Okay, so there we have our mixture, and we are going to put about a rounded 1/4 cup into each of our crusts. So the crusts are out of the oven. And I am going to use my large scoop and put them right in. It smells really good. Just scrape down the sides to get all of it. And there you have it. We have our 6 key lime mini cheesecakes. And this is going to go back in the oven for about 20 minutes. So I will show you what it looks like when it comes out. It's dinner time, and look at that wonderful plate. I have asparagus for 0 points. There's a tiny, tiny bit of olive oil on there, not counting it. Grilled shrimp with the Trader Joe's 21 season salute on there for 0 points. 3 ounces of sweet potato. Some mushrooms for 0 points. 3-ounce filet mignon for 5 points, and 2 skewers of zucchini and yellow squash. I'm going to count that and the asparagus all together as 1 point for the little bit of olive oil I used. So we have a 9-point, absolutely delicious dinner. Cannot wait to dig in. And then don't forget, we still have the mini lime cheesecakes coming up for dessert. So here are the key lime cheesecakes. I was right about the graham cracker crumbs not having enough butter in them. It really kind of crumpled when it came out, but it's all good. I did take a little taste of one that I accidentally dropped. Not quite sweet enough for me. I don't know if it was because I used the stevia or if I need to increase the stevia or what, but just not quite sweet enough for me. It's okay. Would I make it again? Probably not, but you live and learn, and we will enjoy them tonight, but probably won't make it again. So, yeah, not making that again. They were not very good. My oldest son didn't like it at all. My husband ate his, but really didn't like it too much. My younger son, not so much, and me, not so much. I didn't even finish it, and I've been looking forward to it all day, so that was a pretty big disappointment. And then this is where I run into trouble, because, see, I was looking forward to it all day. Now I'm not satisfied. Now I want to be satisfied. I do have a couple points left, so I have some Halo Top peanut butter bars in there, and I wouldn't even need anything if I wasn't anticipating. And I was anticipating that to be so good. I personally would rather have the Weight Watchers, you know, the 0 point or 1 point cheesecake. I think it's a lot better than this. And I really don't think it was because of my modifications. It may have been, but I don't know. So anyway, you live and you learn. So, and I've got to stop moving my camera around. So I hope you enjoyed going on the hike with us and just a little glimpse into our day. Hope I didn't bore you to death. I will be back probably, I don't know when. Maybe tomorrow for a full day of eating. Not a cook with me because making fish tacos, and I've already made those for you once. Or actually shrimp tacos. And I think I've already made those for you. I think I have a video. If I do, I'll link it in the iCard. Now that I know how to do that, I know how to link it in the iCard. Hey, it's the little things in life, you know? But anyway, I will talk to you all very soon. Stay on track. Have great days. If you get off track, just jump right back on with the next bite that goes into your mouth. Progress, not perfection. Have a fantastic day, and happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. And I will talk to you soon.